At the beginning of the movie, we are shown a scene from 15 years ago. A woman named Emily is doing a pregnancy test, and it seems from her face that she is disappointed. After this, she goes to an event with a man named Matt. Both of them are being monitored and are also being given instructions. They are well welcomed at the party. Emily and Matt have come there in search of a special key. Emily cleverly brings a fingerprint with her, with which they succeed in opening the lock of the key and get the key. As soon as the alarm goes off, they try to get out of there, but by then the security guards reach there. Emily and Matt defeat those guards and escape from the back door. They go straight to a man named Baron and give him the key and go on a trip themselves. Matt carefully keeps that special key in a box. On the plane, Emily tells Matt that she is pregnant and they are going to become parents. Matt believes her. If not, Emily shows him the pregnancy test strips, which convinces him. Matt is very happy with this news. He orders food, and Emily goes to the washroom to freshen up. The plane's host tells him that the washroom is out of order, which upsets Emily because their flight was of 11 hours. Emily tells this to Matt, and then the plane's host catches her and starts asking for the keys from Matt. There is so much fight over this that the bullet fired by the host hits the pilot, due to which the plane starts falling down. The host runs away with the keys. Meanwhile, the plane becomes uncontrolled and hits a mountain and splits into two parts. The host boy stays in one part with the keys, while Emily and Matt are in the other part. Matt asks Emily to wear a parachute and leave from there, but Emily takes her along and both jump from the plane. The remaining part of the plane also gets destroyed. Emily and Matt land on a snowy mountain. It is snowing there, but they are happy to be saved. After this, Emily and Matt's next journey begins. The story now moves forward 15 years. There are children, a daughter who is about 15 years old, and a son who is younger than her. Emily and Matt go to drop their children to school. Emily stands in the school for some time and sees that their daughter is evolving into a boy. Emily comes home and checks her laptop, but it has a password. She tells Matt about this, and both of them track their daughter's location and reach there. Their daughter is with a boy in a party. Emily and Matt ask her to come with them. Some boys present in the party start making fun of Emily and Matt. In anger, Emily beats those boys. Emily and Matt leave from there with their daughter. Emily and Matt often used to remember their old days when they both used to be spies. One day their friend Chuck came to meet them. He was talking about a plane when someone shot him. The drivers had come in a black car. After killing Chuck, they started firing indiscriminately at Emily and Matt's house. Matt and Emily immediately took out their car and fled from there. Their enemies were chasing them. Emily was driving so badly as if she was about to kill someone. All this was happening for a key which Emily and Matt had stolen 15 years ago and kept with them. The enemies broke the glass of Emily's car. In response, Emily hit their car in such a way that it collided with a truck and was completely destroyed. Emily and Matt hurriedly went to pick up their children from school and took them straight to the airport. They told their children that they were going to their grandmother because they needed them, but their daughter was arguing a lot and did not want to go with them. Emily strictly told her that she would have to go with them at any cost. They sat in the plane and left for another city, but they did not know that they were afraid that they were being followed. Emily broke the SIM card from her mobile so that no one could track them. She turned on the music in the car to calm herself and the children, but the children were still unable to understand what was happening. When the children went to eat something, their daughter saw her brother's passport in which a fake ID was written. The children thought that maybe their parents were criminals. Meanwhile, Emily and Matt were at a fuel station where the enemies surrounded them. The children sitting inside saw that their parents were fighting with the enemies. The children were unable to understand who was right and who was wrong. The enemies kept chasing Emily and Matt, but they were able to escape by fighting them every time. Finally, Matt and Lee told their children the truth that they were spies earlier, but after growing a family, they had left all this. Now, after a long time, their old life had started again. The name of the person chasing them was Baron, who wanted to take the key from them. Emily and Matt reached their mother's house. Their mother was very fit despite being old. As soon as Emily reached, she hunted a bird. The children were looking at every corner of the house, but their grandmother was forbidding them to touch anything. She was very cautious about her things. Emily's mother also had a boyfriend with whom she was romancing in front of everyone. This seemed very strange to everyone. The enemy had reached outside the grandmother's house. Emily and Matt were going towards a secret place when they heard the sound of a helicopter. They ran back home. But by then, the enemy men had spread all over the house and had also captured and tied the children. Emily and Mac said, "Leave our children. Take the keys from us in return." Barrow said, "The deal is good, but let us think about it." The keys were handed over to Barron, and she was transferring data along with it. Barron escaped with the children in a helicopter, and while leaving warned them not to try to inform the police about this. Was that in the CCTV camera, she saw that her son was showing the ring worn on his finger in which he was trying to indicate that their location can be tracked. While tracking the location, Emily and Matt reached that place but could not find the children. They suspected that the children were kept in a secret place. The security there was very tight, but Emily and Mac entered inside and started beating the enemies. They were looking for the children while the enemies were looking for the keys. After this, Emily and Mac sat on a bike and started chasing a boat. Many people tried to stop them on the way, but they did not lose courage. During this, they fell many times and bullets were also fired at them. The enemies had got hold of the keys, but the grandmother's coward boyfriend showed bravery and took the keys back by putting his life at risk. He also deleted all the data on the grandmother's request. The grandmother asked him to close the barrier around the sea, which caused panic in the security. Finally, Emily and Mac saved their children. Emily, Matt, and their children came out of the water. All the misunderstandings of Emily's daughter towards her parents were cleared. Emily's daughter had a football match which she won. Everyone was very happy. Emily's mother also suggested that Emily and Matt spend time together. Emily and Matt were happy to hear this. This was the end of the movie. If you liked the story, then please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon.